So, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
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 Oh, it's always
Morning.
good to see everyone again.
Yes.
And this is the start for our first week of beading for this week. But I call it jewelry making, but it's also that get together or the ability for us to be together around a craft. But it's always looking at it as it's our time to enjoy ourselves
Yes.
around a common subject. So, on that note, my wow for this week is the word humble, Humble. And that word came to me while I was listening to the news and hearing all of the things surrounding people and what's happening in their lives, people still being concerned about having used up all their savings or not knowing where they're going to be living, fighting evictions and other things. And of course, these have always been issues for some, but particularly at this time with the pandemic, it's really accelerated a lot of the negative things that are happening in the lives of others. And I realized at that point that I am fortunate that I'm not in that position. But then it also made me look back on and realize that we need to be humble for many, many reasons. And I think in the past, one of the words I used was having empathy. But honestly, at that time when all of this happened, when I was listening to all of this, I really felt for that moment that I wanted to cry and being humble and thanking God because it's not one of the concerns in my daily life. And I just want us to think about and remember that we need to not forget those that are experiencing those things, but always being humble about what we are about and what we don't have to think about at this particular time, because there is a lot to think about. But for that moment, I thought, my goodness, being that mom or that single mother, or whether you're single mother or not, I mean, even a family are experiencing all of these things. So anyway, that's how I came across the word, just being humble.
Yeah.
So that's my word of the week. Any thoughts, any comments? Ooh, we quiet today. Ooh, okay. All right. I've got several reminders that I want to share with you guys again. And reminding you tomorrow is the Surviving and Thriving, which is a celebration of breast cancer survivors. And I don't know about other facilities. I'm assuming that most of them have had these events in the past. I can only speak directly in regards to Darnell sponsoring this, but of course it is a virtual event. So it is open to anyone and everyone that access the virtual program when it's on. So tomorrow from 10:30 to 11:30, and this will be hosted by Melita, who is Buffy, as we know her. And in the past, I've always gone to the center and attend the event, but I'm asking you or inviting you, if you have the opportunity to at least join in. It's a spectacular event, and they always do such a great job. And normally, and they will have tomorrow testimony from people who are survivors from breast cancer. And this is another circumstance that if you have the opportunity to hear it firsthand and see it firsthand, it's another thing of being humble too. So they're asking that you, if you join in, to wear pink to mark the celebration. And I mean, some people will have on a pink ribbon or whatever, but this is tomorrow. And I always ask when the events like this come about, we need to, if we can, show support, because behind the scenes of the things that you get to enjoy attending a virtual class, there's a lot of work that goes into to try to make these events seamless, even though we're not physically together in the same room. But the concept is trying to give you the same opportunities to share things that we did in the past. So anyway, during this time, they will have games, prizes, and they will have an I Will Survive exercise. And I'm anxious to once again be a part of this, but this happens tomorrow. Okay? Any thoughts, questions, comments? Ooh, still quiet.
No.
Okay, my reminder again, October 30th. Who knows what happens on October 30th?
Pumpkin.
Very good, Mary. We're still advertising and make everyone aware about our Fall Masquerade Festival and Pumpkin Decorating Contest. And it is on October 30th from 10 to 11:30 a.m. We are asking you if you'd like to wear a mask or costume. It's still virtual, but we can do this. And when you wear these masks or costumes, be as creative as you want to be. As far as the pumpkin judging contest or entries, you may dress your plastic pumpkin, your real pumpkin, your honey pumpkin, whatever you choose to. However, please, please, please plan to participate. In addition to that, they will have line dancing, the costume show and tell, the decorated pumpkin contest, and a cooking demo. So what more can you ask for? You probably can, but don't. Enjoy these festivities. Enjoy the festivities that have been planned for you. And I am looking for and expecting participation. And if things still ring true, I think I'm still one of the judges for the pumpkin decorating contest, which I love and enjoy. Every time we do this, I am so amazed or blown away by the creativity that we, the seniors, still have. That's right. So, any thoughts or comments in that regard? Yes, Mary.
Accessing is gonna be on the schedule, the information?
Yes, including tomorrow's event is on the new schedule. Speaking of which, there was a new schedule that was published, I think, this week. It has an end date of November 11th. So who am I sending the schedule to?
I gotta find, I took notes last week at that meeting we went to.
Right.
And call the center or call Mr. Roderick, and I gotta find my numbers so I can, because I'm still not getting
Okay, well, Roderick's number is 404-731-9088. He's the schedule coordinator. Yeah, you're talking about from the meeting we had, Mary?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's his number. Okay, Nancy and Mary, once we finish class, I'll forward the current schedule. Everybody else got the notice? Okay. All right, we're good? Okay, now, just to update you on another event. Okay, moving forward, and you know, this is the period for Medicare enrollment and issue. Well, I think there are other insurances too, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to stutter over this, but just to make you aware, on 2 Tuesdays. I know October 27th and November 10th will be called Medicare Tuesdays. And during this time, Miss Queenie Jordan, who's a rep for Medicare, will be available to provide you with updated information regarding Medicare. So this is your opportunity to be involved with that. And the session that Ms. Kelly has starts at 12:30. And I'm assuming that it will be on the schedule, but I was involved in her class. I usually attend her class on Tuesdays at 12:30. It's called Let's Chat. Very interesting forum. But yesterday, she made us aware of the upcoming Medicare Tuesday meetings. For those 2 dates I'm aware of, and I'm almost certain that it will be on the schedule. What is being asked, if you plan to attend those meetings and have questions regarding the Medicare program, is that you email your questions in advance to Callie. And Callie's email address is Callie, CALLIE, .Williams at fultoncountyga.gov. And Fulton County GA is all together, no spaces, no anything. So I'll repeat, it's Callie.Williams at fultoncountyga.gov, G-O-V. And that will allow her the opportunity to get the questions over to Miss Jordan, so that if there's any research or anything that needs to be done, that she will be able to provide your information or answers quickly.
Margaret, let me call you back.
So are there any questions or comments?
Okay.
Are we all good with that? Okay. All right. Let me just try to change something. Okay, we're good. All right. So thus far, make sure I don't have anything else I'm missing. I'll take care of that with you guys. All right. Now, moving on. So my next thing is our show and tell. And at this time, unless I miss someone, I will, Mary did submit something and Nancy did. I will just preview Nancy since she's in the class. Most time hers is like beadwork. So I'll do that, and then I'll get into the subject matter that I have for today. We good? All right, Pat, you're muted. I can't hear you.
Yes.
Yeah, but I was talking about Pat. I hear you, Linda. Okay, thank you, Pat.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. All right, so what we have is Miss Mary, who did the jewelry store this time.
Open door for you, Granddaddy.
Mary,
Okay.
you're going to have a jewelry store, right?
Yeah, she does. So Mary, do you want to just talk about your?
Well, pleasure, joy, peace.
Wow.
Joy, peace, what?
My happy place. I just do a little bit every. I'm sorry. Well, that's a little bit to me, okay. I guess I enjoy doing jewelry. It's really a calming factor for me, and you would have to know me to understand that. I have a lot going on, and it's where I am calm. I am at my best. I'm just enjoying me at that time to get away from everything else. That's what it's about. Okay.
Okay.
I bend a little wide, and I noticed I need to try to do the beading, but I think it's a focus point that we were talking about last week.
Okay.
the bending the wire, I think has something to do with stress. I mean, really, it does. When I'm bending, it helps.
Okay.
It helps. It helps. I just love doing it. And of course, now I love wearing it. I have so much, I don't know where to put it at. I'm not gonna wear it all, but I'm gonna try.
Well, what's interesting when you made the comment when you making the jewelry, how it makes you, it relaxes you and calm you. And immediately I thought of the volume of jewelry I've seen you make. To me, you should be calm all the time. You have,
No, that's not. I mean,
no, it's
a
just a comment, whatever. But I mean, it's beautiful. You do a grand job. You
but I
really,
love
really
it.
do.
Love wearing it.
Yes, you did, Mary. And it's good
Mhm.
that you release your tension and worries. That's the best thing.
And that's a plus for me. Believe me, the jury class itself has been a blessing because I sit here unemployed for almost 11 years, and you need to stay vital. When someone told me I need to go somewhere, and I knew I liked jewelry, so that was the
Right.
that was the place for me. And and I want to learn it all. It just may take me a while, and everything to me seems to be a little hard in the beginning, but once I get it, I seem to just do.
Well, it seems like that working with the wire though has been
Oh, it's been a
that
blessing.
part to me that works for you.
It does. It's a blessing.
So let me see here. Nancy, I didn't want to do your piece this morning,
We'll do it to
That's okay.
this afternoon.
That's okay. That's
Okay,
okay.
I'm just explaining to you why I did not at this point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
Okay,
was, you know.
all right, we're good. What I want to do at this point is, let me go back for a moment. And are there any other questions or comments? We're good? All right. Last week, I mentioned to you all about macrame and, kind of taking you into a different arena because people that have been in jewelry making for a long time with me understand that when we talk about jewelry, but there's so many components to jewelry. I mean, you have this hierarchy that says jewelry, but then you have all of these other components that are part of that big picture. And these components are different techniques, like wire wrapping, and wire is its own technique. But one of the things that came into play it's been probably 5 or 6 years ago, is like macrame made this big comeback again because we were doing all of these slider bracelets and friendship bracelets. And then I think you got some of the performers like Jay-Z and all of a sudden everybody's wearing this arm full of ties and dangles and everything else that was done on these wrap bracelets. And then they came out with the chin laub or chin lu, they call it, and these are these wrap bracelets and all. But one of the things that particularly made a big impact is gold, because a lot of people from years ago knew how or remember how to do some of the basic macrame knots. So today, what I want to do is talk about macrame. And I have my clipboard here. So I will kind of go into this a little bit. And, if you have a question, stop me so that we can talk about it. But let me go back to my shared screen here. Okay. What's nice about macrame is it doesn't require a lot of tools at all. So you can purchase, companies sell what they call these macrame boards and then macrame forms and whatever. But what's nice about it is it's easy to get started using a very simple clipboard. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Yes.
Okay. So this is a clipboard.
Excuse me.
And I always recommend getting the clipboard because there are clipboards that now have that little bar, and it's open. You want one of the original clipboard because it allows you the tension is really tight on this. and allows you to anchor your threads. Also, I always have a binder clip that fits my board. And when I say fits, is one that because we use it to clamp your cords down. So when I do this, it anchors my cord, because essentially when we're talking about macrame and creating these square knots, we focus more on the square knot, is that we have what we call wrapping threads and we have a core thread. But your core thread can be a single thread, a double thread, but the core thread is that piece that your wrapping threads go around to create your square knot. So in addition to the board and your clip, and that particular board, I found it at Walmart. I got 2 in the packet for, I think about $5, okay? So in addition to that, you need some type of cord. And some people do macrame with ribbons and other things. I say some type of cord, whatever you choose. And then if you're going to use beads with them, then you want your beads. And the thing that you have to think about is your beads and your threads. Your thread should be of a thickness that will allow you to thread your beads onto it if you opt to go with beads on your beads. Okay? And once you have these, 4 items, you can create your piece. So now I'm going to try something and I hope that it works. I've been playing around with this for a minute. I spend so much time playing around with
Be working hard.
trying to get it to that point. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have 2 different kind of thread or 4 different kind?
I'll tell you about it in a minute. It's just a mix. Oops, sorry about that. I did that. I'm sorry. I was trying to create the speaker. Okay. All right, we're good. So, quickly, Linda, your question to me about the cords.
No, because just now I couldn't see it though.
Okay. What happened is the cord that I'm using has all these different colors to it. So it may have looked like, but what I basically had was two cords. I cut two pieces of this the same length and I just
Mhm.
folded it in half. And it was clipped
Yes.
under the top, was clipped under the board. So it might have looked like several other colors. Now,
Yeah.
so I have one more quick video I want you to see, and then I'll get back, and I think that may help you a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Let me go back. This is the first time I'm trying this with the video thing on here, and so bear with me a little. I'll have some more kinks worked out with this. Okay, this one. Okay. So what you think?
The video has no sound, right?
It
Oh, I
did.
see. Okay. Huh?
It did.
But
You
I
didn't
can't
hear
hear
any-
anything.
No, it did. Did anybody else hear sound on it?
No.
Really? None?
A little
I
bit.
thought I'm the only one.
Sporadically. They
Okay.
remind me.
No, it has sound to it. So what I will do is see if I can share. That's one of the, when I lost you guys before, I was trying to adjust the sound to it, but it does have sound to it. I didn't, you should have put up a hand that says check. Okay.
I wanted to, but I wasn't sure that I should disturb
That's
halfway
okay,
through.
always. No, no, no. All right. I'm gonna see if I can
But
share
it's
it.
okay. We understand. From
Oh.
it's very well done on the video that we
Well,
can see very well.
I was practicing that yesterday. And I'm not certain if this may not be my laptop, because yesterday when I was on a session, I lost my sound from the class that I was in. And I think it was my laptop. And that would be very bothersome to me because this laptop isn't 6 months old. I need to do a sound check on it. No, this is a brand new laptop. But it did happen to me yesterday, and I think it was with my side, not with, because everybody else was in the session and could hear, but they lost me. I will double check that. And so this is what macrame is about. I've lost Pat, I think. But, you know, just wanted to get you in the different directions of other things that can be done and other ways that you can make jewelry pieces without having a lot of beads and other things, just to take care of another component of the jewelry making process. So is there anything in particular that I can focus on or you'd like to focus on as far as a particular technique that I need to look at?
I missed the part that you say about the thread. Where do you get the thread? What kind of thread is it?
It's nothing
Is it a
special.
similar one that you use it for tidying up the things?
When you go into places like Hobby Lobby, Michaels and all, you just go back to where they like have thicker threads. Like
Normal
this
thread?
particular, no, it's not, no, you want a thread that's kind of thick. This particular
Yeah, I think I
thread
have
right
this one.
here, I'm sorry.
I have this one, but I think it wasn't from Michael. It's something like you use it for streaming the things together.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, it could be any thick cord. This particular spool of cord that I have came from a place, upholstery type place, you know, where they have the thicker threads. So even if you go into places like Joann and all in the back when they have the heavy fabric that people use for making pillows or whatever, it's not something unique. Like I said, a lot of people will do them macrame for using ribbons and other things, as long as you know how to, you know, do the square knot.
Okay, on your video, when you do the knots, right, on top where you clip it there, did you tie already two first before you continue with the knot and then another three and then knot and another three?
Well, in the second one, when I was using this white thread, I cut 3 separate strands, I'm sorry, of thread. And then I just tied them together and clip it under the clip.
Oh, I see. So I thought I saw some knots on the top though.
Right, yeah, I cut 3 equal length of thread. And then I just tied them together with a knot.
I got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so on that note, I'm still asking you if you come up with anything you'd like to focus on. I would like for you, if you have not tried the macrame before, to try at least making the square knots. You know, feel free to send me an email so that I can work on that for you. And I really want to take you to the areas that you honestly would like to work in. So please reach out, let me know. And I'm hoping that tomorrow I will see some of your faces in the
Tomorrow is
virtual
what?
event. And otherwise, please stay in touch. be
Uh-huh.
careful, stay vigilant, and let's thrive. Okay? So
All
this
right.
is the end of class session for today, but as always, it's good to see you. And for those of you I will probably see again, I look forward to it. Thelma, it's always good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank
See
you, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
you.
Hey.
Bye-bye.
Whoa.